there, it's me. I'm Nobody.
Boom shakalaka, here comes the spirit.
Hello. I've come to you today to oversimplify the Relic system. Because I'm not gonna lie, I was confused about it for a long time. So to use the relics that you get after beating bosses or, runs, even if you don't defeat the boss at the end of the run, you still get little prizes like small relics. If you make it to Night 3, you get really good relics. But you come over here to this altar on your map, and you can perform relic rites to your characters. Now, if you bought many goblets so far, you can scroll down and actually just fill one of these goblets up with whatever relics you choose. Now, what I was confused about is I was just filling these goblets up with relics thinking that they all benefited me through each run, but no, that's not the case. As you see here, there's a little shield with swords across. That means that this goblet or urn is equipped. So what this is, you can just basically sort these relics out to make different builds you can choose at a whim to go through each run. You put every relic with its corresponding color, and you choose them for what suits your build the most or what you want. Like starting off for the Duchess, you can choose whatever's, floats your boat. You can choose a relic that is specific to her, like Duchess dagger chain attacks, reprizes event upon nearby enemies. But the rest is weird because it's improved stone digger sorcery and rune discounted shops while on expedition, so it might not be the best relic to choose. Now, if you defeated bosses, you can choose boss relics, which is a lot better to say the least. Like Knight of the Fathom, which increase maximum HP, Flask also heals allies, and items confer effect to all nearby allies. But you have a lot of relics to choose from, and you can pretty much suit it to how you want it. You can do quests to earn special relics. It's just how far you're willing to take the character. I always try to choose a relic that has the Wraith Calling Bell, because that thing is overpowered within Night 1. It can be useful in Night 2, but it's not as overpowered as it is in Night 1. So if I can help it, I will put the Wraith Calling Bell on every character I run with. But for my first goblet, I just chose all these boss relics. One, because it improves critical hits. The other one switches weapons and add affinity to attack, while also boosting attack power to added affinity attacks, and switching weapon also a boost attack power. And then I have the increased maximum HP, flasks, and items to heal allies. Now, you go down and you can choose a totally different setup. Like you can add poison to your starting weapon, which I always do because it's nice to have poison, especially against a gaping jaw. He's a dick. But the rest is totally up to you. Just find a good relic that you know will improve your character on this run. It's really hard to choose relics sometimes because some of the options are really good while the other options are not. Like you can have stone sword keys in possession at the start of expedition, or you could choose attack power up after defeating a night invader. But it's really, like I said, up to you what suits your character the most. But yeah, if you have a relic with the Wraith Calling Bell in your inventory at the start of the expedition, that is really good for multiplayer and solo. I run with the Executor most of the time, so I have 5 chalices set up, all different. Like one has poison, one has a Wraith Calling Bell and heals allies. The other one is maximized on my weapons damage, plus adds poison effect and has a Wraith Calling Bell on there, which I like this setup the most. But if I wanted to, I could switch to something a little different, like healing allies while also retaining some of my strength to my weapons. But for the longest time, where I messed up the most, I thought that these were all in one big, grand pot. Like I could just equip all kinds of relics to them and they would all benefit me on my run, but that is not the case. And I tried looking up videos and they would not explain this part, and it just happened to hit me like a aha moment that you have to equip them individually for whatever build you're going for on that particular run. Like if you're going up against a lightning weak boss, you can choose a lightning Ash of War as your starting Ash of War, and you can level up your main weapon and go in with that instead of having to, you know, search for that special weapon to play on their weaknesses. But yeah, you can go on runs to earn these relics, or you can defeat bosses to earn these relics, or you can simply just go to the jar in your round table hold and buy these relics. The more bosses you defeat, the more urns and goblets and chalices you can buy, along with emotes, prattling pates, and different relics that some are suited to different individual characters, and some are not. Or you can just hit the slot machine and get a random relic for 600 merc. Not all of them will be good, but you might get one special one if you keep at it. Here's a quick tip for anybody who doesn't know. You can get a really good relic early on if you go to the codex. You know, that book beside the little jar? You go to the codex and you go to guide. And you can hit your X if you're playing on Xbox. I think it might be square for PlayStation, unsure. But you hit that and you can redo the tutorial. And if you go through the tutorial and collect your weapons and everything, and you fight Margit and you actually beat him, you will get the felt Omen fetish, which you can equip, and the benefits is switching weapons boosts attack power, improved throwing knife damage, and vigor +1. A very good starting relic. Now the best way to complete the tutorial is to murder everything you can get your hands on. So just go on just an absolute killing spree until you get to the castle. Once you get here, make sure you open your chest and collect your weapons. I always like to use the cold guitars for the Horrorfrost Stomp. Make your way inside the castle and, well, you know, murder some more. And get your second chest full of nifty goodies. Make sure you put Roger's rapier in your left hand. That way you'll spawn these cool little glint blades to help you deal more damage to Margit. And then just go murder the rest of the mobs around the area. Pick up your items, kill the little guy guarding the Grace, and then go level up. After you leveled up to level 6, you can go progress the storyline by, you know, attacking this poor woman who's on the ground. She will run and go challenge Margit to begin with, so I would hang back and, before actually engaging, letting your glint blades respawn. Now you can alternate between giving him frost damage and then using flaming strike to get rid of the frost damage and then reapplying it. Make sure you use your special. Try your best not to let Margit murder you. Revive your friend if possible. And just keep chipping away at Margit's health bar until the unfortunate happens. So before going to challenge Margit, pick up your runes and then go back to the Grace and reapply your level. That way you won't be at a low level when you fight him for the second time, which is the last time, because if you fail this round, you'll have to do the entire tutorial all over again. But if you manage to defeat him, you will receive the felt omens. But there's no substitute for being good at the game and knowing his movesets. So good luck, and hopefully you get your relic. But yeah, that's pretty much it. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. It really helps me out. And until next time, have fun, my dudes. Okay, bye.
Did you enjoy this video? Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to see more content like this. And if you get butt hurt, always remember that this is mostly jokes with a little seriousness sprinkled in between. Remember to have fun and subscribe now to join the Nobody Army. I promise you will not be disappointed. Thank you for watching, my tarnished, and we will see you next time.
Like and subscribe or I'll deathblight you in your sleep. This message has been approved by the Mayor of Froggytown.